Hi, Susan Modest here, and today I am so excited because if you've been watching Bitcoin or have friends who are into Bitcoin or are friends with me and saw some of my posts regarding Bitcoin, you're going to know that last night Bitcoin values rose to over $4,000 per Bitcoin, which means only one Bitcoin worth over 4,000 US dollars. That is exciting for those of us who are holding Bitcoin, obviously, because it means that our investment is growing. It means that our spending power is increasing. And that, to me, is proof. Well, I'm already convinced, but I'm hoping that you will see that as proof of what all of us were saying. The biggest question I get from skeptics is, what is Bitcoin and why is it so valuable? Now, I've done videos on that, but in a nutshell, Bitcoin is cryptocurrency, it's digital currency. So, what it is and how it's mined is through answering complex math problems done by computers. It takes a lot of power to be able to run the computers that are doing the mining and all of that. But that's how it is mined, and that's how you get more of it. Okay, at this point, there are over like about 17 million Bitcoins that have been mined. Only 21 million will ever be mined, so it's becoming rarer and rarer. And between that and the fact that it's becoming more and more used and more popular, this is what's causing this rise. And so we only expect for it to continue to rise. And if you're thinking that you're going to maybe keep your investments in fiat currency instead of moving over to cryptocurrency because you think cryptocurrency has been, it's from the air and has no value, I will remind you that your fiat currency has nothing backing it either, unless you're from Lebanon. If you're from the United States, your money has not been backed by anything since 1971. Okay. And even when it was backed by gold, let's talk about gold itself. Gold only has value because we've assigned it value. As a society, we've assigned it value. We've been willing to exchange it for things, for goods and services. So both precious metals and the regular fiat currency that you're used to only have value because we, the people of the world, have decided to use it as such. So now fast forward to Bitcoin and other cryptocurrencies, more and more of the world is seeing it as valuable and is using it as such for exchange of goods and services. You can spend your Bitcoin if you want to in online, some of the major businesses, Microsoft, Expedia, and just you can also just get a debit card and use it like a Visa. But that's not my recommendation, only because the more you hold, it's the more value it's going to have for you down the road. So what is my strategy that I try to tell everybody that I work with is to hold some, invest some, put it to work for you like you would any other currency. And then if you need to, spend some. Okay, so probably a three-part strategy. Just be smart about it. You can understand that the two things that are going to make you the wealthiest and make you most happy as the values continue to rise, maybe to 5. Some people even project 6 figures per Bitcoin. You're going to be happiest with the more that you're holding and the more you're able to invest and multiply. So investment and multiplying is really the focus of what I work with people on. So I am going to put the links for what I use and the strategy that I teach to be able to multiply Bitcoin. It's sort of like just you think about investing and earning returns on regular investments with fiat currency, while doing the same with cryptocurrency. But it's the fact that Bitcoin specifically, but all cryptocurrencies, are increasing in value. So that is where the real wealth is going to take place. So anyway, let me jump right into, well, how can the average person who hasn't jumped in yet, who's on the fence, how can you start even today if you wanted to. You simply would buy Bitcoin at this point. And don't get intimidated by the price too much and say that, you're going to wait for it to drop, because it may not drop for quite some time. We don't know if it fluctuates, by even a couple of hundred, it can fluctuate, and that is completely normal. But to say that you'll ever see the kinds of values that, we saw a year ago, there's nothing that's being projected or predicted that would bring it down to that point again. So I would say my recommendation, jump in where you can. Okay. So I'm going to share my screen and take you to probably the most popular way to get some Bitcoin to start off with. And that is by going to an exchange. And it's just what it sounds like. If you've ever traveled, you have to exchange your currency in most cases for the currency of the country that you are visiting. So it would be the same here. You're going to exchange your currency for some type of cryptocurrency, in this case, probably Bitcoin, because that's what the subject is. So let me go ahead and sign in. I'm going to show you how easy it is. You do have to create an account, and you do have a verification process that you have to go through, but it walks you through all of that. So when you first get there, you're going to set up your account. All right. So you can see the value right now is over 4,000. It's gone up over here. You can see over 83% since last month. So it is growing. You can also see the other types of cryptocurrencies that you can buy here. Ethereum, highly recommended. Litecoin, yes, highly recommended. But today's talk is about Bitcoin. But Bitcoin may not be the best, but it is the first, it's the forerunner. It will allow you to buy the others as well. So anyways, you create your account, and then you simply come over here and hit buy or sell. And when you do that, if you put in all your account information, you would put in the amount that you want to buy, you would confirm it, and then they would give you a message as to when your Bitcoin is going to be available to you. Now, the other thing is, I recommend that you do not store your money in Coinbase, because Coinbase, if you go through their policies, they take a lot of liberty on what they will let you spend your Bitcoin on. And I have a problem with that on many levels because Bitcoin to me is all about freedom. And so to have an exchange control in any way what I do with that Bitcoin, I'm not for that, okay? So probably more philosophical than anything else, but my recommendation is to simply use Coinbase to buy and sell, but not to store. And so you would have another wallet, and I've actually done a video on wallets. So you would have another one, and you would just send whatever Bitcoin you buy to that wallet. And the nice thing about what I've just shown you is that you can buy $50 worth of Bitcoin if that's what you wanted to do. If that's what you wanted to start with. And you can just start building it up. The other thing about Coinbase, and I'm going to put my link for Coinbase in the description box as well, but the nice thing about Coinbase is that it actually can become a semi-business. It's free to sign up, but Coinbase themselves will reward you with $10 in Bitcoin for every time somebody uses your link to buy at least $100 in Bitcoin. $100, not 100 Bitcoin, but $100 worth of Bitcoin, which you can tell right now is just like a small fraction of a Bitcoin. But that's okay. Start where you are, because you're still going to see the benefit of those increases, okay? Even if you only have half a Bitcoin in your wallet, when it rises, you will see that reflected in your wallet. Most of the time, I don't even check the actual value. I just go to my Bitcoin wallet, which I use BitPay. That's not the number one to use. It was just really easy for me, and it's the first one I ever used. There's also Exodus and Mycelium. The nice thing about Exodus is that you can also store your Ethereum there. But BitPay is what I use. So I would just go to BitPay and look at my wallet balance, and I will see it's gone up. And that tells me that the value has gone up, and that just gives me a warm, fuzzy feeling that I made a good decision. And then that gets me curious, and then I go to other websites and check out exactly where it is. And so yesterday was celebration time because we got over the 4,000K mark. So hope you got the point of this. It's so easy. Anybody can start. And I'm telling you, I don't know how long it's going to be that everybody can start. This is our chance to get footing in an economy that's not yet controlled by certain powers. And it's something where anybody who's wise enough to make, first of all, get informed, then make their moves, buy some Bitcoin, then find a way to earn and multiply that Bitcoin, can look forward to possibly changing their financial future and the financial future of their kids and their kids' kids. So super excited, and I hope this was helpful to you. Have a great day. Thanks for watching.